Alright guys, what we're doing today, we got a customer with the truck, came in, had a rough run, running rough idle, and basically what I diagnosed it as after hearing it is loose connecting tubes. Just had an injector job done recently. A lot of times when dealerships or shops that haven't done these common rail injectors do these things, what happens is they don't get the connecting tubes tight. Very simple mess up, screw up, whatever you want to call it, honest mistake. If you look here in the engine compartment, on the common rail Cummins, you have the rocker box that sits on top of the cylinder head, between the valve cover and the cylinder head. And the way it's cast, you have a connecting tube at each one of these indents. And as you tighten up the connecting tube nut, I use a wrench like this. As the wrench rotates up, it'll hit right here on the casting. And so a lot of times it'll feel like it's tight. People think they got everything tight. It is in fact not tight. You're actually just hitting this rocker box. So whenever I do a set of injectors, I pull the rocker box off. It's very simple. You got 6 10mm bolts holding it on. You have to undo the 8mm nuts that are holding the wiring harness to the top of the injectors. 7 10mm bolts rather, sorry about that. So quick, simple, easy thing to do is just take the rocker box off before you do your injector install. You can avoid yourself a lot of headaches and troubles. So what I did, first thing, got this truck here, pulled the rocker box off, and now I'm just going through. I've tested every one of the connecting tube nuts. Every single one of them was loose, and so I went ahead and pulled all the connecting tubes out. We inspected the ends of them just to make sure everything was properly aligned, no dents in them or anything like that. Everything looked good. The alignment job was good on the connecting tubes into the injectors. So now I'm just going back through, tightening everything up. I'm getting a good 3/4 of a turn out of each nut, if not more. Going through, putting all the injector lines back on. We'll fire this thing up here in about a half hour and see how she's running. I think that'll solve our problem though. One way you'll know that is the issue is when you pull the connecting tube nut out and pop the connecting tube out, generally a lot of fuel come pissing out of there because that chamber that the tube sits in is actually full of fuel. And that's just blow by because it's not properly seated in the injector. 20,000 psi of pressure doesn't take much to get a little bit of fuel to squeak out of there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing buttoned up. But if you guys are doing injectors, take the rocker box off, you save yourself a lot of time.